So hi Kevin, welcome to Busan, to the World Cyber Games. Last weekend you have been in the US casting the NASL finals. So now you take a more or less direct flight to South Korea. So do you feel any jet lag, and how is your energy level right now?
I don't know, man. I sleep at all the most random hours of the day. I slept in the plane. I was really like out of this world. There was one moment where this lady came by and she's like, "Would you like some coffee or tea?" And I was like, "Coffee?" No, I was like, "No, tea." What? And I was like, I was like, "Oh, it's tea." I was like, "Tea," and then the woman looked at me like, "Wow, what the fuck did this guy do?" So yeah, I was pretty tired, but I think I slept pretty well when I came here. I slept straight away 6 hours. I want to be fresh for the tournament, and I feel pretty fine now, so no more jet lags.
So you're casting 2 games here, Warcraft 3 and Starcraft 2. Yep. So let's talk about Warcraft first. Did you watch any Warcraft games in 2011?
Yeah, I watch sometimes, very rarely though, but I still keep track of the news. I'll read more because you guys write some news about G League now and then, and Icarus playing in it, so I think it's fun to watch. But I mean, obviously I spend 99% of my time on StarCraft 2, that's my job. But I know everything about Warcraft, so I didn't really feel that I had to watch to learn something new. So yeah, that's my answer.
Did you miss the game a bit?
Certainly when I started casting here. I really love StarCraft casting, and I think StarCraft is an amazing game. But Warcraft 3 is still my favorite game of all times. I had so much fun playing it. And I casted, I think, up till now 4 maps, literally, no, 5 maps. And all 5 maps were insanely cool to cast, like close games, close moments with the heroes, nice micro, and I was like, yeah, okay, I really missed this game. And I mean, on a certain moment, I think Warcraft 3 just got too old, and there was a time that I got tired of it as well, just because it felt like it was the same story all over again. But now I've been out of it for a while. I cast here, I casted 5 maps, all 5 maps were really cool to cast. So yeah, I definitely missed it.
So the StarCraft 2 tournament, you're casting together with Taste Sosis. So who of those two is the favorite person you like to cast with?
Well, it's actually more like they cast on the mainstream, and I often cast the StarCraft 2 Super Match, which is players play for a notebook. So I'm actually not sure if I'm actually going to cast with either of those 2 guys. It would be a pleasure though, because I really love both of them. They're awesome, they're really fun to hang out with. But most of the time you will just see me casting with a player. But if I had to pick either of them, I don't know, I couldn't really choose. I like them both equally much, and it would be an honor.
So it's almost 1 year ago you moved to Cologne to work full-time for ESL.
Yep.
So recap the year a bit. So how do you feel about the step you made, and what are your impressions of your new life?
Well, it's quite a big step, even though I don't live that far from my house, like 2 hours, 30 minutes by car. So it's not like I moved to the end of the world. But I'm really, really happy I did it. I think it's safe to say that this has been the most fun year of my life. I had an incredible amount of fun with the Muslim when I lived together with him 6-7 months. I didn't laugh so much, well, probably for the rest of my life, or in my entire life as I left as much in this 6 months. So it was really fun. Just living about StarCraft, going to all the events, playing a lot, casting a lot. Everything has been really fantastic for me, so I'm really happy I did it. And ESL has been really good to me as well. Even though I worked a lot alone in the first 4 or 5 months when I was there, or even 6-7, and that was a bit I don't know, I wouldn't say sad or depressing, but if you cast every Sunday, you go for StarCraft 2, 7-8 hours alone, that's just torture after a while. You don't even know what to talk about anymore, because I mean, that's why people sit with 2 people, so you can interact a little bit. But other than that, ever since Bitter came, it's been even better, and yeah, I'm just happy with everything in general.
How does a normal day at the office look like for you if there's no big tournament going on?
I play ladder, bro. I play lots of ladder. I mean, there's always something to do. I'm involved in a lot of email chains, so they want my opinion about stuff. I have to seed players for invitational tournaments. They want my ideas of how to run the qualifications whatsoever. But that's stuff that just comes up every now and then. A normal day would literally be plan my shows for the rest of the week, because not every show is a tournament, so I have to come up with ideas. I have to think, write a few things down about what I want to do in my shows. Try to contact people that I want in my shows, and then obviously put it on the website. I have to enter everything myself, so that's mostly it. But that's basically a few hours a day of work, and then the rest of the time I do play ladder.
So, as we said, you casted 2 big tournaments in a row. So where will you spend Christmas time, and will you take a break from StarCraft?
Yes, I will spend Christmas at home with my family in the Netherlands. I think I will go home the 22nd or the 23rd or something like that. I don't have a PC at home anymore because everything I have is in Germany, so that will be 4 or 5 days, no StarCraft, but I think I can handle that. It's fun to have a small break now and then. But I think I'll be back in Cologne for New Year's. I had New Year's last year in Cologne, that was awesome, I really had a lot of fun there. because Germans are cool as well, and yeah, Cologne is a really nice city to spend New Year's, I think, so that's my plan.
So let's talk about this tournament a bit. Who do you think is going to take it? Most people see MVP as the top-notch favorite.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to be boring and agree with that one. Before the tournament I said I think MVP will win it, or a Forkner. I don't think Supernova or Merinkling Prime will win it. If they do win, I look bad right now, but that's okay. I thought MVP was gonna win it. If not, yeah, it's hard, but I don't know, maybe Todd can win it. I know that's like far-fetched, but I do feel that if he has the right mindset and he brings his absolute A game, he's been in Korea now for quite a while, he's been practicing, even though he had like rough times on the ladder, he said. If you look at my game history, it's like -15, -15, -15 is what he said. He's like, the Koreans are too good. I still have always faith in Todd. Maybe Hawk, but his group is, even though his group is not even that hard, he shouldn't underestimate Snoot, so saying that Hawk is going to win it and he might go out in the group if he loses to Mora Snoot, that would be silly. It's hard. There are quite a few people who can take it, but I think MVP is the biggest favorite by far. The other two Koreans, of course, they have a realistic shot, but I would say MVP, Todd, or maybe Cass, because I love Cass.
Okay. So Germany is being represented by Goody, Dark Forest and Soccer. Do you think those three are the best three German players at the moment?
No, I think definitely Haselhup's the top three in Germany, like without a shadow of a doubt. Even though he didn't have the most successful EPS season, and he didn't have, he wasn't very fortunate in the WCG qualifier. I think he lost to Soccer and Honor. I'm not sure if he lost to Soccer in the win record or not, but Haselhup's is without a doubt, they might be in top three Germany. So I would have loved to see him here, and I also think that Hasu, together with Soccer, would have had a bigger shot at making it far here. Even though Goody made it out of his group and Soccer didn't, so props to Goody, but Hasu should have been here.
Yeah, Goody advanced to the playoffs. Do you like his play style?
No, I like Goody, he's a nice guy, but I would be lying if I stand here and say like, oh yeah, I like his play style. I think it's, in general, quite boring to watch and not very initiative, and also it feels like Goody doesn't really adjust to whatever he sees. He just plays his game, and there's nothing wrong about that, because he plays his game on a really high level that he kind of forces people to adapt to him, and that's actually a quality you can be really proud of. So in that way, you can give props to Goody, but yeah, personal flavor, like no, it's not my type of style to watch. I wouldn't watch the stream if he starts streaming.
Okay, so when you see the guys playing, do you feel any desire to grab a mouse and become a professional gamer again?
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's kind of funny actually on NASL. After the tournament was over, like all night, as soon as the games were over, I went backstage, I plugged in my own mouse and keyboard and started playing some ladder because I want to keep up as well. And then one moment Hawk came by, and he's like, yo Rotti, let's go, we're gonna go to the room, drink some. I was like, no, I'm gonna play ladder. He's like, fuck you, stop trolling me. I was like, no, I'm gonna play ladder. He's like, no you're not. I'm like, yes I am. And then he's like, you're serious? I was like, yeah. He's like, wow, you're more dedicated than most of these guys. I was like, oh, thanks, Hawk. So yeah, I tried to keep up, but I don't know. I played enough Warcraft tournaments that I went to and lost all of them, that I have no desire in playing StarCraft tournaments and losing those two. Because I think people underestimate one thing of being a professional gamer. Everybody always sees the bright side of life, and they think like, oh, it's so awesome, these guys live the dream, and to some degree that's true. But I don't think they understand like the disappointments that the pro gamers have to deal with. Like for instance, Hawk, when he went to NASL, lost in the first round. If people know what that does to you mentally, if you've been preparing for a tournament for so long and you lose in the first round, that's really, really heavy. And as caster, I'm blessed with the fact that all I have to do is sit down and try to do my best, and that's all I can do. I can talk about the games, and it's really relaxed. I feel no pressure at all because I'm talking about something I love. And if I would be a gamer again, I would put pressure on myself. Even though, like, of course, that's a challenge in life, and you shouldn't be a pussy and you should accept challenges. It's kind of nice that you can go to tournaments and without any stress and just be happy all the time. Because I went to so many awesome places in Warcraft 3, like I traveled around the world, went to so many awesome tournaments, but sometimes I literally practice 10 to 12 hours a day before a tournament. I come there and I play like shit and I lost quite early, and that's so disappointing. I don't feel like doing anything for the rest of the 2 days at the event. So that's, I think people underestimate that part of being a pro gamer, that it can be really heavy on you mentally. And as caster I don't have that, but I do plan on practicing more and more. I think I'm already pretty good at the game, and I want to practice even more, and hopefully in 2011 you will see me participate in 1 or 2 major tournaments, but I can't promise I'll do good.
Okay, looking forward to this. So last question, like 1 year ago you told me when you will move to Germany your German skills will go up through the roof, so did that happen actually?
Ja, ich glaube mein Deutsch ist jetzt wirklich ganz gut. Ich glaube, du redest mit mir jeden Tag auf Deutsch, nein? Und ich glaube, heute Abend werden wir Party machen und dann Dann wirst du sehen, dass mein Deutsch wirklich gut ist.
Okay.
Es ist noch nicht so gut, aber es geht. Es geht wie Rewe, jeden Tag ein bisschen besser.
Okay, vielen Dank soweit. Und die letzten Worte gehören dir. So, did you understand it? Last words are yours.
Big shout out to Read More. I love you guys. Read More fame forever. And I want to appreciate everybody who watches my shows on ESL TV. I really appreciate it. All the nice comments. And if you guys want to contact me, write me on facebook.com/Rotti08 or twitter.com/RotterdaM08. And I'll always read and I'll try to reply as well. So that's all. Thank you guys. And that's it.
Okay, thank you.